everybody, welcome to another edition of Toddster's Magical Mystery Review. I'm your host Toddster, and sorry about delay. Last week was all sorts of stuff was happening, but I'm back with a brand new review, and today I'll be looking at Wildlife from Wings. That's Paul McCartney's other band. This first, came out 7th of December 1971 on Apple Records, and this is the first Wings album, and a lot of people seem to not like this album, but it's not as bad as it seems, but I'll tell you all about it later on. But in the meantime, so how did Wings came about? Well, Paul was sort of like, still figuring out, if there's life after the Beatles, and he thought, let's form a band, and Linda was recruited, and then he brought in Danny Sywell, which he worked on the Ram album, and he also brought along Danny Lane, from the Moody Blues, and this is the first incarnation of the band. So let's get into the songs, shall we? So we start off the record with Mumbo. Now, this is sort of like a bit of a screamer with nonsensical lyrics, and literally, that is. And yet Paul, in the beginning, Paul shouts out, "Take it, Tony," which he meant the engineer Tony Clark. Reminding him to roll it, push the button. As for the song, it does have its charm, it's okay. Then we move on to Bip Bop. It's a little song that even Paul admitted that he never liked this song, and so it has a point, and a little bit rough on the vocals, Then we go into Love Is Strange, the old Mickey and Sylvia cover, but with a little reggae twist. It's an okay version, and then we end the first side. It's only 4 songs. 4 songs on each side. But anyway, so we end the first side with the title song, Wildlife. It's sort of like a Paul. I believe it's Paul's first animal rights protest song. What's gonna happen to the animals in the zoo, and and all that. It's a bit too long, a little bit too much screaming. So we flip the record, and we go into perhaps my favorite on the album, Some People Never Know. I love the harmonies, and but yet again, it's a bit too long. Some of these songs are a bit too long. In my opinion, but this could be like Paul's response to John's "How do you sleep?" Some people may sleep at nighttime believing that love is a lie, but it's a great song, good song. And then we go into I Am Your Singer. Now this is Paul and Linda's little duet on the album. It's actually a rough mix, which Paul really liked. It was mixed by Alan Parsons, who is the other engineer on this album. Once Paul heard it, and he liked it, just put it on the album as it is. And so it's another good song. And then goes into a little link or reprise of Bip Bop, and so like 20-30 seconds of it or something like that. Then we move into Tomorrow. Now to me, it's sort of like a little sequel to Yesterday. You know, Yesterday, Tomorrow. I'm still waiting for him to write a song called Today. But anyway, yeah, it sort of, it sort of has the same chords as Yesterday a bit. But yeah, just check it out and see it for yourself. But yeah, it's an okay song. And then we go into Dear Friend. Now this is a Ram outtake. This was cut during the Ram album. And then we finally end the album with another link, Mumbo, the Mumbo link, and yeah. So there you have it. There's the album. So let's talk about the album cover, shall we? Okay. Yeah. So it's yeah, not much to say about the album cover. It's shot by Barry Ladigan, and yeah, just Paul and the gang hanging out by a creek, and as you can see, Paul's in the river. But yeah, it's a beautiful shot, But then let's take a look at the back cover, and as you can see, liner notes by a certain Clint Harrigan. Who could that be? Well, turns out to be Paul. Then looks like and then right down here looks like a little sketch that Paul did. Yet Paul sort of made himself a right-handed guitarist, instead of left-handed guitarist. Yeah, it's a nice, pretty nice packaging. So my little closing remark. Well, as I said, it's not a bad album as it seems. A lot of people say, "Oh, this is his worst album." No, it isn't. But it's not his best album either. It's not one of his best. Yeah. But as I said, the only issue I have, is that the songs are a bit too long. Yeah, it's if they were like a minute short, this would have been a better album, as a whole. Yeah. But still, it's an okay album. So as far as ranking, I would give this 2.5 poles out of 5. 2.5 poles for Wildlife by Paul McCartney and Wings. So, my name is Toddster. I just watched another Magical Mystery review, and I'll see you again next time. Until then, beep-bop beep-a-doop-day.